Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. I'm devastated to say that unfortunately, there was no audio with this video. For 3 hours and 46 minutes, I played without realizing the microphone output was funky and ruined the gameplay. I apologize, and so with this video, I will instead be narrating over and such. No gameplay audio. Luckily, gameplay visuals are fine. However, this video is going to be entirely different due to the new editing style. And hopefully everything will be back to normal next video. Please sit back and enjoy. Also, ladies and gentlemen, everyone else, this video will be shorter, due to audio problems. So I'll try to narrate some funny things here and there. But then again, this is my first time ever doing anything including narrating. I don't usually do stuff like this. Hopefully expect longer videos next one, but like this one isn't gonna be like the other ones. Apologies again, but I can't just scrap this whole thing. Spawning back in, I realize I need to make a plan. So first things first, let me grab some HP and I'll come up with an idea. I'm gonna be going back and forth a lot, so getting housing with pylons is gonna be essential, so I need to set that up. Also, the room I'm building right now on the screen, I remember calling the pit. Plan was put the Goblin Tinkerer in it as punishment for whatever reason. I decided to start searching the jungle in hopes of making a blade of grass, maybe an anklet of the wind, but this leads to my demise. Finding a mahogany tree, I open it up and find a staff regrowth and take my leave. Finding another mahogany tree, I find a boomstick, and this changes everything, and I decide to change my playstyle and go ranger once and for all. The pit ended up not being used for the Goblin Tinkerer, the Arm Stealer instead, which still works in my opinion. I buy my ammo and decide to only use the boomstick as I want to get used to it. Bad idea. Firing my gun around, I realize I don't have any armor for a ranger. Or accessories in general. So I realize I gotta go get that. And where else am I supposed to go? Oh, right. Fossil armor. So here I am in the underground desert. I get a life crystal, thank you, and I start looking for some desert fossils. Luckily, there's a huge clump nearby. I am in utter awe of how much there is. I'm just astonished. I mine it all up and I take my leave. Worst part is having to sit there and click and have it all transferred. Luckily, it only took me till retirement to get it all through. Putting it on, I feel like a new man entirely, but I realize I can't kill the Eater Worlds with just a shotgun, so that will need some improving too. I craft up some bone javelins, but don't worry, I completely forget about these and rarely use them on the actual fight. I get closer to the corruption by using my snow pylon, and I begin to prepare for the Eater Worlds because I want to progress in this world. I start getting more and more ready. I put down some platform so I have some place to stand more, and I have to go around this demon altar, and that is just fun that I can't break it into hard mode. So yippee! I know I'm not gonna win this first attempt, but there's no harm in doing it immediately. I know I could do more to prepare, but let's have fun and try it, and I died, never mind. With that loss now under our belt, we can't just take shame like that. We must prevail. So we go into the mines, gather gear to make a good bow, get Jester's arrows maybe, and of course look for life crystals, because I'm only at 260 HP maximum, which is not good, to be honest. After a pretty successful mining session down in the caves, I go to the jungle and I'm I'm unsure why I'm here rewatching this. It's been like 2 weeks. Yeah, I know, I've been busy. But like, what am I doing here? I don't have any notes, so like I guess we're just gonna find out together. I die and then I just stand around at my base. How long do I stand around at my base? Oh yeah, 3 minutes. Real life time, I do nothing and just stand around my base. Finally, I move around a little bit and go into the caves and mine some platinum, doing something useful instead of standing around for 3 minutes doing nothing. Seeing the traveling merchant piques my curiosity, and I want to know, what does he have? And I find the Gray Zapinator. Despite not playing Mage, I am a little weapon hoarder because this game has cool weapons, and I like collecting cool weapons. So I take it. Sorry, but it's cool, and I couldn't just pass it up. I'm sorry. I go back for round two against the Eater Worlds. Why? Because I feel more confident. I have just arrows now, and I block out the hole, and I get to shooting, and let's see how this goes. Oh, okay. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. No, I realized my mistakes. I saw I was a bit sloppy in my movement. I didn't have enough space to move really. Maybe I should make more space. So just like my favorite holiday of the year, 4th of July, I start blowing things up like there's no tomorrow because I am a proud American. That's a lie. No, I'm not. And I say it's a good amount of space. I'm pretty proud of that. And with that, I'm ready for round two. Let's do this for the win. Jester arrows, buffs. I'm ready for this. I can't mess this up this time. I'm ready. Alright, see how this fight goes. Just started. A good start, a good finish. And okay. Pumping out some good damage. And this is a great start. There's no way I can lose this fight. Look at that. Just little segments of him left. Finishing him off with a shotgun. Why? Because a shotgun is awesome. Of course, I win this fight because I myself am awesome. And with that, the final shot, I take my prize and my pride and I leave. Yeah, forget that, man. We're doing this all over again. That went swell last time. I can't mess this up again. We're going again. Here I go. Ooh, let's go. Yeah, I told you I would win. Why? Because I'm the best and I can't lose. Now with this newfound mass amount of confidence, something will go wrong and I will be crying myself to sleep for the next 5 nights not playing Terraria. So I wonder what that thing's gonna be. While we wait for that to happen, let's mine this meteorite so I can make the star cannon so I can easily shred through wall flesh probably. Speaking of wall flesh, let's go down to hell and get my hellstone. I have my nightmare pickaxe, I have obsidian skin potion, I'm feeling pretty ready. I can get my molten fury bow and then fight the queen bee, get the bee's knees, and absolutely shred the next bosses. Getting back home from, Arizona, I make my Molten Fury and my Molten Pickaxe and prepare to fight for the Queen Bee because I want that bee's knees. That is such a good bow. I rarely use it. I need it. I want it. I'm getting it now. Sadly, before I can do that, the Goblin army does find me and they try to take me back to their cave. However, no, I won't go back to the Goblin Cave. It was scary and traumatizing the first time. A second time is not needed. So I use this time to test out my new bow, which works out pretty good, but does not pump out enough damage. Luckily, the Goblin Tinkerer will be within my grasp, and I can get reforges. Fighting the goblins gives me a pretty good idea. The spiky balls that they have do sit on top of platforms, which means I can lay a whole bunch, have the queen bee do her dash move, and she will drive through all the spiky balls, meaning it's going to do a ton of damage. However, they don't last for long, so I would have to keep resetting them, but the question is that worth it? After the goblins attack, I realize I am still not full HP. So I go back into the mines, grab my 2 life crystals I still need, and feel so much more confident. I can do this. I am at maximum HP. I find my little goober goblin in his little goober goblin cave and buy what I need, Tinkerer's Workshop, rocket boots, stuff like that. Making it to the jungle, I realize I'm gonna be going back and forth a lot, but I'm not really gonna be staying in the house that much. So I make quick housing, but I don't care what it's gonna look like. So it looks bad, but I don't care. It's horrendous though. I know what I said, but this is horrendous. This is ugly. Why am I allowing this? This is horrible. I shouldn't be allowed to make houses in Terraria for this reason and this reason alone. Actually making it to the jungle, I find a pretty open space next to a hive, and I realize good place to make an arena, and this should be pretty easy, and it is. Let's get this show on the road. I spawn her in, and I let the fight begin. I'm feeling confident about this. I'm pumping out damage. I'm doing good. Keeping my distance. I'm doing good dodging. I can't mess this up. I can do this. First try. Here we go. Oh, oh, oh. Am I gonna win? Oh, let's go. Get shit on. That's what you get. Woo! I'm the best. First person here to ever defeat Queen Bee and Bee's Knees first try. I'm the best. The doy. You know what? I'm feeling confident. Let's do this again. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it more times. I can do it more. Who can stop me? No one. The giant bee can't stop me. So who's gonna stop me? This time I actually have the Bee's Knees, so I get tested out. And I know it's not gonna be doing too much damage. Oh, I take that back. It is doing a lot of damage. She is a fast-moving target though, usually, so I probably won't be able to hit all these shots. However, the bees sometimes bounce back and hit the bees that she shoots, so it's a pretty good counter to her. Now actually having the bee's knees, I easily shred through the queen bee and get my precious loot and monies. And I'm pretty sure queen bee is the most profitable boss to farm, I think in pre-hard mode. So, good choice of me. It isn't until the third time I fight her that I remember, oh yeah, spiky balls. I was going to use those. So, you know, I start using them and I want to see, well, are they going to work? I already fought her and won, but like for future reference, how will they work? And they work decently, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't use them, but like if it was convenient, I would, I guess. They aren't really working too well and they do start to disappear. But one thing I noticed is that she doesn't really hang out around there most of the time. I see that she varies in her height when she like goes stationary and shoots her projectiles. So maybe if I had more layers, they would be more effective. And that is all the time that we have today. I thank you for being here for this episode. I know no audio was a problem. I know it's not gonna be the same or as fun to watch, and I deeply apologize. I just want to thank you though for sticking around to the end. And as a little reward, I'm gonna do a recreation of what it would have sounded like to be playing, to listen to the broken audio. Okay, are we going? I'm whispering right now. You can you can probably hear me clicking and stuff. Yeah, this would not have been fun. Click here. This is just a recreation. It was way worse earlier. I probably should have given you volume warning. Well, anyways, that is all we have left today. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next episode. And go watch the first episode, by the way, if you haven't already. Bye!